Hey YouTube, it's Adam from Salt Lake City. Just wanted to welcome you to the inside of my booth. It is, for all intents and purposes, done. Okay, it's not done, but the inside's done enough that I can actually get in here and work. Do you hear that? You can't hear anything. It is amazing in here. Here's what I've got. This is literally a 4x8 room. I took up, actually it's a 5x8 room. I took up a whole foot with the thickness of the walls. The walls are 10.5 inches thick from the outside drywall to the very inside drywall. There are two separate walls framed to make up this wall behind me and to the side. There are 3 layers of drywall on each side. In between the two framed walls, there's an 1.5 inch space. Everything, this entire structure, is set on those squishy gym mats, and those have been green glued to the floor. The green glue helps disconnect the structure from the rest of the house, so the low, mid, high frequencies won't translate through the green glue into the structure and cause noise. The drywall is 3 layers. There's 2 regular sheets of drywall, then an acoustic drywall. All those have been green glued together and then screwed to the wall. Even if you screw them to the wall, that green glue still helps disconnect, keep that disconnected framing going. I'm leaning up against Audimute wall coverings. These are all natural cotton. They absorb, you can tell the charcoal gray, they have a little pattern here. They absorb the high and mid frequency sounds of my voice. The bass sounds are actually absorbed by these bass traps that my computer is sitting on. These bass traps are about 4 inches thick. Once again, all natural coverings. I didn't want any foam in here. That's just the way I am. I like all natural coverings. These are amazing. They do a really good job of trapping the bass. I've got them in the corners to get rid of the 90-degree angles. You notice my window. My window here is a piece that a company here called Jones Paint and Glass put together. It's sitting in an angle. It covers the whole 10.5 inches. And what it is it's actually 4 pieces of glass. 2 on the outside with a piece of plastic in between. It's called laminate. The folks at the store call it lammy. On the other side of that, there's a 1/4 inch space with desiccant at the bottom to help soak up any moisture that might have been in there when they put this thing together. Then 2 other pieces of glass with laminate in between, and it was all sealed together at the store. $88 gave me this window. It is a smoking deal, and if you're looking to put a window in, it's a good way to go about doing it. Everything is sealed tight. There's acoustic sealant all around every edge. It's around the door frame. I built the door frame myself. I have solid wood doors. I've got 2 of them. Only one is installed right now, but let me show you how I installed it. I built this frame myself, and it's really hard to find. You notice this is plywood, so it's got the formaldehyde, whatever, but it's really hard to find good frames that are solid enough, that are also, you know, true boards. A lot of them are warped, and I was looking at Home Depot. Anyway, so what I've done here is I have put this flashing around the whole door. And what it is, it's just a piece of wood tacked into place. It's sealed, and then I've got this foam squishy pad, and it goes all the way around. It comes down to the bottom, and on the bottom I've got this exterior bottom plate that seals the bottom of the door. Then it comes back up, and it's a great way to seal the door. And what happens when I close the door, let me show you, it comes up and clicks, and the whole thing is airtight at the bottom as well. Notice I have another flashing down here. That extra flashing is going to be used for the interior door. So I'm going to have 2 doors to the space, both of them sealed, and this airspace in here will help soak up some of the frequencies that get past the first door. And it works really well so far. I'm very happy with the space so far. The Sterling ST77 mic works really well in here. It works well for me. I'm actually jonesing for a Neumann. I'll tell you how that goes later. And but I'm looking forward to get working. Let me show you one more thing and then we'll let you go. What I've done to run my wires is I've run them in single length cables. What I mean by single length is there's no other connections between my microphone and the M-Box. It goes from the microphone to a hole through the wall that has been all sealed up. I had to take the mat down to show you. It's been all sealed up. Inside, between the walls, actually, is pink stuff. That's what I've used. In fact, you can see it up here. You got the one frame, and back in here you got the second frame. There's 10 inches in here. I'm going to put 3 layers of drywall in here. So that kind of gives you a picture of what the walls look like. Anyway, the reason why I ran solid or single piece cords through is because I could put a plate here and plug in my and plug in the microphone, and then I'd have to solder the connection between this plate and the next plate, if that makes any sense. But what I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to create any noise when any bad solders or when connections come loose. That's why I ran single cords. I didn't run them straight through all the way through the wall. They run into the booth at the top, but they run outside the booth to my computer at the bottom. So everything is outside, the computer's outside. All I'm going to have in here is a monitor, and it's a flat screen TV. It goes right there. And that's how I run it. And I've run, here's the cord for the TV, and then all, of course, your room temperature water. Anyway, I like how the space turned out. It worked well. If you have any questions about what I did, give me a call or leave a message, and I will reply as fast as I can. I still work full-time for the Utah Guard, and as my orders come to an end, possibly in September, I'll be doing this full-time, and I'm looking forward to it. If you have any questions, talk to me, and we'll get back to you soon. Take care.